What's it like living as a female expat in Asia? Is it true that you can live on 1,000 US dollars a month if you're living in Southeast Asia? And why is it that some expats get so disaffected with their lives when they do live that lifestyle? Well, if those questions are in fact anything about being an expat in Asia are of interest to you, it's great to have you with me in my car. My name is Wendy, and for more than 3 decades, I've lived and worked in 5 different countries in Asia. And I still live and work in Asia, now in Thailand. Now, I've lived in Thailand this time for 11 years. It's not the longest I've ever lived in a place. The longest I ever lived is in Hong Kong. Hong Kong is very different to Thailand. And today I wanted to talk about this idea that if you are on the internet and you're looking at moving to a place like Thailand or Vietnam, you just have to throw a ball and you will hit a content creator who will tell you that you can in fact live for 1,000 US dollars a month in these places. And that's not wrong, but they always talk about you have to live like a local. So today in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take us somewhere really local. It's a night market, but it's not the night market that's full of Chinese tat that you can get on Temu. This is a night food market. It is well represented by Thais, people who live locally, are locals. And also you'll see, probably while we're filming, some expats here too, who are coming to this market. It's quite a large market, and I live in a town on the coast, on the Gulf of Thailand, so it's not in Bangkok. But I hope it will give you an idea of what it really looks like if you're going to eat and live locally. Now, I'm not saying that you can't live on 1,000 US dollars a month, but I actually work for a fairly prominent Thai company, and I know about local salaries. So I know that Thais, the basic salary for a Thai is about, like the minimum salary, is 8,300 Thai baht per month, which is very, very low. At the moment, 1,000 US dollars is about 32,000 baht. So it's obviously a lot more. So the food we're going to see is very, very cheap, and it's very delicious, and it's very clean. And I'm going to show you around this market and show you what your money can buy. But does it become a little bit tiring? Well, we'll talk about that a little bit later as well, for those times when you just really crave some salt and vinegar chips or something, and that's going to set your budget all out of whack. Let's go and have a look at the market, and we'll see what we think. So as we wander into Hua Na Market, which is in the town of Hua Hin, about 3.5 hours drive south of Bangkok, and we're going to play a little game. I'm going to give you 10 US dollars to spend in this market. You can see the prices already. We'll talk about some of the prices. You've got 10 US dollars and you're going to buy yourself some food either for tonight or for the next couple of days, which should not be difficult. As we walked into the market, you will have noticed some avocados. They're a bit more expensive, about 150 baht per kilo, but the mandarins are 25 baht per kilo. And these mystery meat sausages, they don't cost much at all. I think they're about 10 baht per stick. Some of them are fish balls, some of them are chicken. They're all sorts of things. I call them mystery meat, just as a bit of a gag. You've got some sweets on offer here, so pandan buns and also donuts, and you'll notice that they're 25 baht per packet, or you can get 3 packets for 70 baht. Now, you've got 10 US dollars, so that's 320 baht, and that's plenty of money for what we're going to do tonight. The long beans there, just 10 baht for the whole length, and 60 baht for these fantastic papaya, and you'll never finish one of those in one sitting any more than you'll finish any of these 25 baht bananas. Here's some nice stuff. This is roast pork. Actually looked and smelled delicious. I rate Thai pork. I think Thai pork is really nice. That looks super juicy as well. I think that's pork belly. Very delicious. Probably not good for your heart, but oh, so good for the soul. And here we've got some limes. They're in season, so they're cheap. 120 baht for the grapes. So you're going to spend this 320 baht depending on what you like. So if you like strawberries, you can get these. These are grown in Chiang Mai. They're locally made, or locally grown, I should say. And so let's buy a punnet of strawberries. That's 100 baht down. And now you've got 220 baht to go. Let's get some of these cherry tomatoes too, because they're only 10 baht a packet. So now we've got, what have we got? We've got 210 baht to spend, and we're going to look around. Now, I actually bought some of these myself, which is why there's a little bit more filming on this. These are some curry puffs. I thought they were chicken curry puffs. Actually, they were veggie, but they were absolutely delicious, and 10 baht each, just like a samosa, just like you'd have anywhere, flaky pastry and yum, yum, yum. She was showing me that those two were the same type. So I got 2 of those and spent 20 baht, not your baht, my baht. Okay, not spending your money, I'm spending my money on those. So you've still got 210 baht to go, but we're going to head into the protein section shortly, and that will perhaps bring us a little bit unstuck as to how our savings go. And by the way, this is just a bit of a fun exercise to talk about, as I mentioned in the car, about this idea that, you can live on 1,000 US in Thailand. You certainly can. By the way, these are curries that you can take home. So it's basically the curry base with the sauce and everything, and you buy the protein or the veg that you want to go in there. Later on, we'll see some that actually include some. Here's some yummy mandarins that really sort of little ones. I didn't know how much they were. And I was having a carb moment. I did buy some of these little donut puff things from that girl because they were 10 baht each and she was sweet. This is some local desserts, coconut and pandan, all very yummy. You can, of course, buy chocolate. Most of it's imported and it melts in your hand if it's the summertime. So this idea that you can eat locally with these delicious curries, that's 40 baht a bag, by the way. So 40 baht. Now you've got 210. So let's buy a curry, take it home. We don't have to eat it today. We can eat it tomorrow. And she's got a tom yum seafood in there as well. That's the one in the middle with the rings. And I think that's squid. So that's already got a protein in there. So that's 40 baht. And you want to spend, let's say, about 10 baht on rice and some other veg. So you see, it can be done. And if you want to eat and live like that, which, I eat a lot of Thai food. I work in a Thai company. We have a canteen and I eat Thai food every day. And it's fantastic. But that's not to say, look at the size of those avocados, my God. That's not to say that you do start to really crave some Western food. If you're a Westerner, after a while, you'd like a Sunday roast or you'd like a piece of pizza. There was pizza available in this market. I did actually film it and then I cut it. It was 25 baht per piece, which just goes to show you the difference in price. So, these bags here, each bag is sort of a predetermined weight of whatever's inside, and they were 20 baht each. So 20 bahts worth of tomatoes, 20 bahts worth of onions, 20 bahts worth of cucumbers and other kind of vegetable. If you're eating like this, if you're a very healthy person or you're a vegan, you're a vegetarian, that's no problem. But now we're looking at the proteins, and the proteins we're looking at here are seafood proteins because this is a seafood town, and gigantic shrimp, but they're also 300 baht a kilo. Some of them are 320 baht a kilo. So if you are looking to eat, if you need a lot of, there's a very fat market dog. I had to film that dog because I think he eats all the leftovers at the end. But if you are on a budget, things are going to start to cost you money. In a little while, like I said, I think there's a langoustines. Is that what we call them? They're kind of like little mini crayfish. And these gigantic squid, I wish I'd given you something to see in terms of size proportion. They are really, really large. Here's all the stuff that if you are going to cook at home, that's galangal and lemongrass and kaffir leaves. And so if you're good at cooking and you're prepared to go to the markets, that's great. Oh, quick. See in those green basket, they're baby frogs, and he is buying gigantic toads, and I don't know what he's making with them, but I'm sure it's delicious, and I'm probably not going to try that. And in this basket here, something very large was wiggling around. I think they were sea eels, but big ones. The fish looked fantastic. Now we can go for this. You've still got some money left. It isn't 80 baht a fish, by the way. It's 80 baht per kilo, but you've got 210 baht to go, or that's 100 baht a kilo. You don't need a kilo of that fish, or maybe you do. Let's say you do. Okay, so let's buy a kilo of fish because you're going to grill it with your veggies. So now you've got yourself, 110 baht left? That other fish looked nice. I don't know. I think the cheaper one actually looked nicer to me. So you've got 110 baht left, and remember you're cooking at home. Oh, trigger warning. If you are not keen on seeing chunks of dead animal hanging or an entire pig's face, you should look away now. I had to film the pig's face because I did. Like I said, I think Thai pork is pretty good. That chap is quite dead, and I don't know what we would make with him. So that's the game that we're playing. You certainly can live on 1,000 US a month with a fried fish like this for 75 baht. That'll probably do you 2 meals or at least one. I know it looks dry. It's absolutely delicious. And there's some Isan sausages. They're yummy as well. But you are going to have to think about realistically whether or not you're going to eat Thai food for every meal. Fruit and veg, absolutely the cheapest thing ever. But that doesn't take into account things like your rent, your transport, your entertainment. And if you want a couple of beers to go with these chilies or this very lovely organic, this was an organic stall, she had organic lettuces, then your cost of living is going to go up and up and up. Can you live on 1,000 US a month? Yes, you can, but you're going to have to take home these curry paste, a little bag of the curry paste in the little bags in between. They're 10 baht each, and you're going to cook for yourself, or you can go out and buy a meal. You can get a pad thai in my town for about 50 baht. In Bangkok, it's going to be more. It's going to be 100 baht. And pad thai can satisfy some people, but if you want anything extra, that's going to be where your money is going to be spent. So, and trust me, after you've been an expat for a little while, you do start to get a bit fed up with just having all of that food. By the way, this is some more take home curries, and they're all 40 baht a bag. It's not expensive. The food is not expensive, but that's not your major expense anyway. So it's just something to keep in mind. If you found this entertaining or enlightening in any way, shape, or form, please do press like. If you've got any comments you'd like to leave or you'd like to share this video, feel free to do that as well. And I'll leave you with some durian. You have a great day. And thanks for watching the video. And maybe I'll see you around the track sometime. Ooh, yum. I also bought some of this just for the record. Bye.